What you been on tonight, bro? You been hanging out?
I was just with Gabby and her friend, and her friend's like some guy.
I told Al.
Yeah.
Harold says, "Yo, let's not pot at 8. Let's pot at 10:30." I was like, "There's just something suspect about this."
Well, because
like,
I'm not a late.
Yeah, Harold requesting to pod at 10:30. I was like, "There's something off."
Well,
because
it was like I told Gabby, I was like, I'm gonna pod with Sean. She's like, "Oh, you don't want to hang out with my." I made plans with my friend, but honestly, her friend just bought Fuccboi. Her and Gabby are on a Fuccboi one right
Let's
now.
go, dude.
Yeah.
Gabby's loving it. She's like,
dude, now that I got the Martine cosign, dude. Like the ladies are
you know what was
home
funny?
free.
Gabby was like, she read a part to her friend. She was telling her friend to get it, and then she was like, just so you make sure. And she read a part where it was like, it was Fuccboi talking about. Now he's rooming with Roomie Bay. Now he's rooming with a woman, and so it's not sus. But and she was like, I just want to make sure she thinks it's funny and not like
that is a funny part.
By it.
Look at me, you guys.
It is funny.
I live with the women, bro. I'm woke as fuck, dude.
It's funny how much a fuckboy just like. I feel like I didn't even. It's just I know it, and I can't even remember reading it sometimes, I know it. You know,
that's because I mean,
I
know I fucking wrote it, but that's because we're in that zone.
But I didn't realize I was flipped to the end. It ends the same exact way Tristram Shandy does.
How?
Do you know that? Just I'm talking. What were you talking about? Nothing important. You know. That's how Tristram Shandy.
That's not a bad way to end a book.
That's like the best way to end a book, and that's what when I wrote that avant-garde article, right, where I was talking about that's the Earth text for the avant-garde books is Tristram Shandy and Finnegan's Wake.
Yeah, the first avant-garde article. Yeah, that was a sick one. Yeah.
Yeah, of the many.
Yeah.
Did you read my my crazy piece that I posted? The Abolishing Time.
Was that like the last couple days?
Yeah.
I don't think I read that one.
Sean didn't even get it.
Is Harold drunk, just staring down at me. Hey, you read my latest Substack, motherfucker?
I try to keep up, bro. You're prolific, though.
It's fucking Gabby's friend. No, what Substack? Did you fucking read my latest Substack? I put fucking 9 infinity symbols for a section break.
It was 10.
She's like, what's that? It was 10. Yo, Adam boy texted me like, yo, Harold with this punctuation, like crying emoji. I was like, bro, Harold's snapping. He's in his mid. I can't stop him, bro. I can't stop him. I gotta let him rock.
That's funny.
Bro.
I knew, like, I fucking sent Sean the link, and it's radio silence for like 2 days.
I was dealing with some. I gotta tell you about some shit that actually happened in the last 24 hours after the pod. I wish I told you before the pod, but there's hope yet. Let's just put it that way.
Nice. I think
there's hope yet,
I think I can piece together what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know.
Also,
know.
That one was funny too, because I mean that piece was like dense as hell. Like that. I mean it was crazy.
It came around. Yeah.
No. I think everything makes sense, but everything I was arguing was really dense. And this is so. I mean, I'm a little.
The reason why I was like, this is part of Blast 2 is because it's just the neurotic impulse to control. I mean, when I was first reading it, I didn't get through it the first time because you started doing some detours. I was like, what? But it's very By Night in Chile coded. Yeah. That essay. By Night in Chile is just like a guy on his deathbed trying to keep it all together. All the stories, and the water seeps in. The muck seeps in.
That's exactly what it is.
You got to let it seep in.
Yeah.
And what was cool about it was about Don Quixote.
Yeah.
And Don Quixote is just clowning the fucking pristine fucking
exactly
monarchic purity,
and that's what lasts. Nothing about the purity ever lasts. Purity never lasts.
Right.
You try to build this monument to purity, and that was my example. Was Philip II, right? Who's the emperor?
The Hero's Hill.
Yeah.
No, By Night in Chile. The Hero's Hill.
Yeah.
What's a monument to purity? The Hero's Hill. The statue of all the heroes on the hill that never fucking gets wiped away. Everything gets wiped away.
Well, that was Bolaño's part of his big project was like
I
this anti-fascist. Oh, you did? Wait, I want to hear.
Dude, no, it was just so sick, bro. I finished it this morning.
You did?
Yeah, this morning.
Damn.
And it's interesting when you listen to the audiobook and you realize the breakdown of the length of every section. Like, you think the third part when it goes back to Garcia Madero's fucking journal?
Yeah.
That's how the structure is. Have you read Savage Detectives?
I'm like halfway through.
If you haven't read Savage Detectives,
I've been reading it for like 2 years.
It's Garcia Madero. It's a journal, part 1 and 3. The middle part is this huge part where there's all kinds of different voices.
That's where I like.
Yeah. People get stuck.
You get lost. You gotta stop. But it goes back to the journal at the end. But I always thought of it as like a long part at the end. It's just Ulysses, Lima, Arturo Bolano. That's Mario Santiago and Bolaño.
Yeah.
The boys. With the nerd, Garcia Madero, made it into the car.
Yeah.
And Lupe, the prostitute, who's a friend of Maria, who Garcia Madero is fucking random.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy turn of events at the end. And they're escaping Lupe's pimp.
Yeah.
And they're trying to find Cesare Tinajero, the old-ass woman who fucking wrote one poem.
They're always trying to find the lost writer.
She's just an old-ass lady who started the Visceral Realist, apparently. When they finally find her, I forgot that they find her.
Oh, they do?
They find her. She's just like a stocky ass thick lady out in fucking Via Viciosa. But that whole last section's an hour.
Yeah. Nice.
And the whole book is like 30 hours.
Yeah. It's that middle section. It's
middle
crazy.
section, but the last section is brief. But it's
well, it's
so
like the first section.
And it's all the car ride and the conversations they're having in the car ride. And Garcia Madero saying, "You know what a triptych is? You know what a fucking diptych is?" And he's asking all these poetic terms. But
it's a triptych.
Savage
Attack.
It's
a triptych.
It is a triptych, but he's doing many terms.
Well, and see, also, like, I mean, my essay made 2 wild claims that no one ever made before.
Okay.
Where I was talking about the portrait. I figured out the Bosch painting. That's a mystery why it painted and shit, but I figured it out. It was because it was based off of this Prince John and Prince Margaret. Prince Juan, he fucked Don Juan. He fucked Margaret to death. Right? He died fucking her so much. And
it was the decadence.
Bosch
fucked himself to death.
Yeah, Bosch, and it became like this became the great fucking red flag for all the Hapsburgs, that this guy fucked too much and he died. And they literally commissioned Bosch to paint something that represented that. I think. That's my argument.
The earthly delight?
Yeah, it's a Hapsburg, it's a warning to the Hapsburgs about sex. And you know, Bosch was in like a secret society with like the princes and shit like that. He knew Felipe the Fair, right? The handsome Felipe who got poisoned at 28.
Yeah.
They were in the same secret society.
Damn.
They knew each other.
You ever watch Twin Peaks?
No.
Did you ever watch Twin Peaks?
I watched, no, not really.
Oh my God.
I watched like
bro.
2 episodes.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, it's 2066. 2066 is Twin Peaks. Dead girl. Why did she die? Why was she raped and killed? The first episode. Small town. Why was she raped?
Yeah.
There's no answer. Over 18 episodes, there's no answer. It's everybody. It's everything. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta see. But the boys gotta see. The fellas got a secret society. Then they meet at the diner and they all do this kooky ass sign where they go like this. Like they go, let's go to the fucking prostitute ring. And let's go to the prostitute ring up at the fucking lodge where there's some sus ass business going on. It has to do with Laura Palmer dying.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the mystery of the girl being killed for no reason is like a. Bolaño talks about Twin Peaks a lot, and David Lynch. If you understand his humor, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's jokes, bro. The whole fucking
like Bolaño too.
Yeah, like Bolaño too.
But don't you feel like Bolaño's whole project is like this anti-fascist project?
Of course.
And
no fascist on a fucking letting
I'm talking the way I defined it in the piece I wrote.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why I like the piece.
Yeah.
Because the fascism of spirit is there's no muck that'll ever get in, and you can never. There's no purity, bro. You're gonna get everything's gonna get mucked up. It's okay. Mix it up. Mix it up.
So
right?
So like
that's fascism of spirit.
So this is what the whole thing was: time versus space, right? And this is a revelation I had when I was at the MoMA and I was looking at the Pollocks and the Rothkos, and I was trying to me and Gabby were sitting there, we were looking at it, and she's like, "What is I don't get this at all," and just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And what they do in those paintings is, right, every painting, every representational painting where it's people doing stuff, it's a moment in time, right? And the narrative spins off of that time. When you get to the Rothkos and the Pollocks, there's no time in the paintings. It's
Outside
just space. It's just space.
It's
and you know where else there's no time? You read Dante. There's no time in Inferno, and there's no time in Paradiso. There's no time in hell or paradise. It's all space is all it is. The only time, the place that there's time is
Space
Purgatory.
is Only Time by Nicolas Jaar.
Yeah.
Yo, you know who's a goat is? You know
Nico.
Nicolas Jaar? The musician?
No.
He a Chilean musician.
Yeah, he's like a DJ.
A very conceptual. No, but bro, I almost sent you this a couple times. Okay,
We went to 0 to like
no, wait, no, we didn't.
No,
we didn't
no.
because you're saying you're saying you're saying space and time.
Yeah.
But Nicolas Jaar. First of all, I gotta send you this album. I'm gonna go on this non sequitur.
Please.
I'm gonna find our way back.
I mean, this is the midnight pod.
Exactly, it's the midnight pod. But the album, he got songs like The Garden of Eden, and he got songs like 3 Windows, which is the end of Savage Detectives. 3 Windows. What's outside the window? A star.
Yeah.
What's outside the window? What's the second one? And then the last one's what's outside the window, but the window is dashed lines. I mean, you talking about stuff on with the Max Lawton about the pictures. Bolaño's doing the pictures.
Yeah, he is.
Right?
He is.
I'm still recovering from the fucking Max Lawton fucking Savage and Harold low key Savage Detective slander.
No way, not Harold, bro. What? No,
you
not
allowed
Harold.
it. You allowed it. I edited the pods. I had to go through them.
Damn, you excised it.
Yo, dude.
I allowed that. The second part is tough.
The Savage Detective slander was insane, dude. No, that was one of the.
I was trying to meet him where he was at. I mean,
well, you were saying space and no time. You were saying space.
Once you remove time from something, that's how you get transcendence.
You said Dante, though.
But it's also like a coin flip. Like the transcendence could be heaven or it could be hell. Yeah. And what I think everyone who's tried to remove time and make their own heaven, it has turned into hell. There's
a Nicolas Jaar album. That one that starts with the Garden of Eden. I gotta name it. That actually was on the soundboard. I'm about to do a voiceover for the student movie film at Columbia, and it's a kid. It's based on a recent novel. And it's a kid who reads too much Faulkner and like does meth and like spirals out. I'm doing the whole voiceover for it. It's a paid job, but he sent me the whole storyboard, and that Nicolas Jaar album was on the storyboard. But I referenced fucking. Dude, I almost screenshotted to you yesterday, but it wasn't quite as gas as it's gonna be. My bead section of the Scotland essay, but it's of me. Yeah. It's the conceit. It's when I pulled up to the St. Paul's Monastery at Jarrow, which is where he practiced his whole life. I quote the line in Dante that he encounters Bede. When is that? Fourth circle, the sun. He encounters Bede. That's when Bede's referenced. He's the only Englishman shouted out in all of
the
Dante's Commedia. In the sun, the fourth circle, in the sun. What's sun? Perfect knowledge. That's what sun is. And that's where Bede shows up next to Isidore of Seville and someone else. 3 monks. Nice. He gets referenced in a 3-stack.
Nice.
Dante referenced them. But
so, I mean, I was like, every time Don Quixote gets better in my
Have you been running it back?
No, I've been flipping through it and looking at it and thinking about it. But like even like the prologue I quoted for the second part, I was like, I read that through. I was like, this is so fucking sick,
dude.
And he's talking about literally his own life and people writing about.
Yeah, you've had good Don Quixote bars. Because
I get it now in a way that I didn't get it
because you compared Adelaide Faith to fucking Don to Cervantes. Wait, I said Cervantes. Oh yeah, I was saying about because. Yeah, Eddie was dying laughing at some of the bars from the fucking manifesto.
Yeah,
but it's true. Like it's jokes.
Yeah,
that's part of the energy.
Yeah,
jokes.
It's jokes.
Like Don Quixote is jokes, bro. People don't understand. Shit got to be jokes, bro.
And that like
you saying something, you contradicting yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Don Quixote's funny as hell because you don't know if he,
Yeah.
And you compare. That was a good comparison to fucking Adelaide Faith. Being
yeah.
Yo, it's funny as hell.
But
that's funny. You have been going in on the Don Quixote.
I've been thinking about it a lot because I was just thinking about Spain and this, that whole fucking Hapsburg Empire and Philip II. That's all in Don Quixote.
I got 3 quotes from the recognitions for the essay too. The recognitions, the beginning is sick.
No, but
Yeah.
you know what I've been looking at, other than Infinite Jest, which I'll talk about too, was I've been thinking about the Troubadours, right? Because Brazil, like, there were these Brazilian concrete poets, right?
Yeah.
Haroldo de Campos and his brother Augusto, right? They started this whole movement, and they started an avant-garde magazine named after. It was called Noigandris.
That was the craziest part of Running by Savage Detectives. Like, it's all about an avant-garde
Yeah,
magazine.
you're right.
It's all about the boys starting avant-garde magazines together. I was getting gas from it. I was like, yo, it's what we on.
That's exactly what it is. But so they started a mag, and it was named after one Noigandris, which is a word in an Arnaut Daniel poem.
Wow. So
right?
Troubadours, yeah.
And so,
dude, I got to get into the Troubadours, bro.
And this, just wait till I tell you what I'm going to tell you. So Augusto is there's only been one translation into any language of all Arnaut Daniel's poems, and it's into Portuguese.
Oh, wow.
And it's in this book. So I was looking at this book, right? So, and I was trying to translate off of his. So I was trying to translate the Troubadours too.
Right.
But I was looking into him, right? And do you know what happened to them? What happened to this Occitan region, and what happened to the language? No. They got genocided. Because
in Brazil.
No,
Portugal.
This is in the 13th century. In like, it's the southern region of France and the north. The part where I was driving through. That whole region.
The Basque region.
Yeah, kind
Low
of.
key.
And north, it's the mountains, right? It's this mountainous ass backwoods country, right?
Wow.
So they had their own kind of like version of Catholicism there, where, and the Pope, I think it was Pope Innocent III. He got real like jacked up off just the purity of Catholicism. Purity. He was on this space race to make a pure thing. And he and he decided he was just gonna like send a crusade.
Space race. When a motherfucker going on a space race, they concerned with the wrong things. They too the theoretical.
Exactly.
You going on a space race? You trying to win a theoretical battle? There's shit going on outside every day in the streets. That's the meaning, bro. That's the Antifa.
Yeah, exactly.
That's real Antifa, bro. I'm real Antifa.
And do you know?